to Manhattan. The earth and you are Ohana. We hope you stand tall.
Howdy and aloha, everybody. It's James with Monotalk. It is October the 16th. 2023 is almost gone. It's crazy. October 16th, 2023. I just had an interesting messaging with, I believe, it's cat turd. I'm not sure, but it was kind of alarming. And the reason why I say that is because if we're expecting something to happen and we're looking at that particular event or situation to occur, then some people prepare for that. At the same time, you're also kind of admitting that it's actually going to happen and that maybe you could take advantage of that and, invest properly or prepare properly or buy things properly or build something properly or do whatever's necessary to know that something's coming down the pike or the current's bringing the bad water this way, right? If you're on the coast, you'll understand what I'm saying. And or the flash flood's coming, and you want to prepare. Some things we just can't control, right? And some things we can. But in this particular case, this one I think we can control, and that's why I created stopthewf.org and fthewf.org, or fuckthewf.org, and all that. Because I don't want them to win. I don't want them. I want them all to be in prison. We're talking Klaus Schwab, Yuval Harari, Bill Gates. The list goes on. Turos, the WHO guy. You fucking name it. Anybody, UN people, NATO people, Biden, everybody, fucking administration. I want all these fucking people to be in jail for what they've been doing to this country since early 2020, when most of you bought the Fluvid-19 scam. Fluvid-19 scam. Fluvid-19 scam. Let me show you why. So this is Cat Turd's channel, right? I think it is. Hang on. So this is his channel, or her channel. I don't know if Cat Turd's a girl or a guy. Anyway, great stuff. The turd you can't flush. I love Cat Turd. He's got some great stuff. But she's got, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. I could find out though. Spot on, me, I'm like 90, 89, not even that, like 85, 89% on everything. Most people are. It's hard to guess what these people are going to do. We're talking about the Pedo Predator Class, aka World Economic Forum, and their associates, right? These gazillionaire, sociopathic, narcissistic fucks that are out there that, literally want to kill about 2/3 of the planet and hoard the rest of them themselves, which is the end game. If you haven't come to that realization yet, just get with me. I'll let you know how that works or how it's working so far. And they're not doing a bad job since everybody took the fucking Kool-Aid in the room. Anyway. So, I just quickly, it's the first time I think he's on Facebook. And this is him on Facebook, which I heard. This is Cat Turd on Facebook. Right? Oh, I need to make that a lot smarter. A lot smaller. Okay? A lot smaller. So this is Cat Turd on Facebook. Right? Very good. I guess. 219K followers. That's got to be Cat Turd. It's pretty popular. That cat's pretty popular. Right? So we think in the same terms, pretty much everything. Everything I posted, Cat Turd's always kind of give me a thumbs up or a heart or whatever. Rare, but it's happened. And I think, I'm not sure if this is Cat Turd, but immediately when I just friended him, and he added me as a friend, or her, this person, he or she pronoun, whatever the fuck, right? And but the conversation started to go well, and then it went a little south, in my opinion, because Cat Turd, I sent him the my stuff, which is immediately I vet people. Vet. I have a vetting system pretty much. Right. I just send him the FWF website. Do you get it? Okay. If not, then don't bother with me. Because if you're not understanding how vital and important it is to get rid of these people, we're talking jail, extradite them. They need the full-on Julian Assange treatment. Basically, what's happened to Julian Assange should be happening to these people, because they're the cause of why Julian Assange is in the position that he's in. Let's just get that card on the table and expose it. That's the trump card, in my opinion. All right, so the conversation was kind of strange. Went off well. I said to myself, "Hello, Patriot. How are you doing today?" From Catturd. "I am well. Thank you for asking. Keep up the great work. Aloha nui." And I thought that was it, because I didn't think he would, or she would respond. "Stay strong and keep seeking the truth." Absolutely. "Hope you're aware of the bank and stock markets." Now, this is where things kind of got weird. Stock markets that are crashing down soon, which I'm very aware of. As I watched the Rebel Capitalist and a few other people on the internet that are basically Republicans warning people over and over again that, yes, it's been turmoil and crazy and nuts. Interest rates are like 8% right now. Just for you to put your money anywhere in the stock market right now, it's so volatile. It just makes no sense to me, period. Right? And this is the point I'm going to get to. So Rebel Capitalist on YouTube is on it. I watch him every once in a while. After that great reset, this is the thing that kind of got me though. This is the thing that kind of alarms me. And I'm just wondering if he kind of understands, or she understands, Ketter understands kind of what they're portraying here. And this is my perspective, okay? This is my perspective. And I think it's vital that we understand that once you say something like this, after the Great Reset, only XLM and XRP will be used for daily transactions. After. Okay, what has been my mission since 2020? What has been James Corbett's mission since 2014? Or probably earlier. What has been G. Edward Griffin's mission for a few decades? What has been Ryan Christian's mission for, probably at the same time I was? And, Derek Bros and a bunch of other people out there. I'm not sure if Derek Bros is kind of like where I'm at. But my goal is to make sure these people have no control, these unelected Pedo Predator Class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum globalists, no longer have any control over anything. Because here's the spoiler alert, Cat Turd, they still do. All the chaos, all the destruction, all the death, all the mayhem, okay, is under their control. It's orchestrated by them. They plan it. They don't get their money. You don't send, since 9/11, $680 billion on average, $680 billion on average to the military-industrial complex, a.k.a. money laundering scam. Goes back into the pockets of the people that vote for these wars. And they know it. That's why they're pissed off at people like Matt Gaetz, people that don't want to fuck around with, that think Ukraine is bullshit. Okay, they get it, and many people are starting to get it. They know that 9/11, Syria, Afghanistan, Kuwait. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. It's our interests, our resources, our money, and these people that create this stuff, part of the World Economic Forum, many of their members, or probably all of them, right, have been putting this shit together for a long time. And they want the Great Reset to continue. Do you want the Great Reset to continue? Do you want the New World Order to continue? Raise your hand if you don't. Yeah. If I had a bazillion hands, I'd be raising them. So dorky. Anyway. Yeah, so when you're saying after the Great Reset, that means that you're kind of like succumbing to it, or you're predicting it, or you know what's going to happen. And what we're talking about is CBDC, central bank digital currency. Okay? Where I know it's been voted down recently, but they're not going to stop. I don't know how many times I have to tell people and everybody, but they're not going to stop. Thank you, Miguel. Yeah, thank you. Hi. Hey, Miguel. Thank you for being on, by the way. Yeah, so the question I have here is, are we creating these crypto entities with a little feeling of fear, or excuse me, with a little marketing of fear? Because it kind of seems that way, right? We're talking about XRP, XLM, putting into QFS. You know, if you're not familiar with that, just crypto stuff, you know, Bitcoin, all that stuff, which I'm not a pro at. But here's my biggest point. The people that have total control, $680 billion from us and other countries every freaking year, the military-industrial complex, Big Pharma, BlackRock, Fidelity, JP Morgan, State Street, right? These giant corporations and entities that above them have these giant monarchs, these monarchical type not entities, they're actually real people, they're, you know, bloodlines and shit. I mean, it's real. So these people really control what's going on. So here's the thing. When you're putting this out there, you're also at the same time admitting, you're not admitting, you're submitting. I meant to say, you're submitting to it. I am submitting to the degree that, you know what, it's going to fucking happen. Let's do the XLM and the XRP. Okay, biggest point. Here it comes. I know, I'm there. Who has the plug? The actual plug in their hand. I fucking had a plug. Show you what I'm talking about. Right? Here's a plug. I got a plug right here. You can't see it though. Oh yeah, you can. There's a plug right there. Who has the plug to the internet? How does crypto move? How does crypto work? Do you guys make phone calls? Use your telephone? Smoke signals? Morse code? Telegram? Not, you know, is that how it's done? No, you rely on the internet. You rely on the internet for all this to work. If you don't have the internet or control the internet, then is there a risk to all this? If they decide to use their platform, their money, their CBDC, right, and they pull the plug on XLM, XRP, QFS, whatever you fucking name it, or they just shut it down completely. You don't think they have the power to do that? I mean, let's look at it. Let's tangibly, who has the plug? Gotta keep that here. They do. They have the plug. My goal is to get them from using that to having access to the plug. They still have access to the plug. If these Pedo Predator Class globalist gazillionaires, money fucking couldn't imagine having. Couldn't imagine the power, the resources, the influence these people fucking have. Tell fucking Pedo Joe or whoever's running whatever country out there, you know what? Pull it. It's not moving in our direction. Pull it. You don't think they would pull it? Of course they would fucking pull it. They don't want you to have the edge or the advantage. The edge or the advantage, or for you to win in any way. That's the weaker we are, the stronger this little group of shitheads are. Okay? The goal is to get rid of these little shitheads. I am saying jail, whatever you want to use, guillotine, noose. That's up to you. That's your personal preference. I am saying jail, trials. Show the connection. We could easily find out. Our Department of Justice right now is not a Department of Justice. It's a Department of Corruption. And it's pretty bad. I've never seen, I'm going to be 60 years old next year. I know, I'm pretty fucking old. And I'm going to Hawaii, by the way. The thing is, we just don't have the control. The Department of Justice, Homeland Security, all, FBI, CIA, we don't have any of it. This is an illusion. George Carlin's talks. It's give you the illusion that you have control. I know it's hard to digest, especially the one about they want to kill 2/3 of the planet and hoard the rest for themselves. That's a fucking no-brainer. But let me just tell you that I understand on the flip side, okay? On the flip side, when it comes to Catbird and forwarding me this information, right? I basically kind of just told him, now let's get back to that conversation. Okay, I said, what about the big hype on the quantum financial system? For you to be market safe during the Great Awakening, okay, like we're admitting now there is now it's the Great Awakening, okay, event, you have to start purchasing and converting your funds in the bank into those recommended digital assets. There it is. There it is. Digital assets. The more people that invest in these XLM, XRP, I mean, the fucking list is there's a bunch of them out there. I'll just show you a screenshot real quick of what you're dealing with. Let me just get to that. Un momento, por favor. Okay, right here. This guy does a show. I watch it every once in a while. He comes up. He just pops up on my thing. But look at all those. Okay, tell me this is what you're dealing with. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of crypto, a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of all that type of going on out there. But let's just say if that just went blank one day. Blank. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if it just goes fucking blank? Right? So that's my point. I'll get through the rest of this and then I'm done. But I think we need to understand that our real battle is against the World Economic Forum. I don't care what anybody says. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm waiting for somebody to say, Jim, I think you're right. It's all these fuckers that are related or associated or part of the World Economic Forum that need to be in jail. I said, yeah. Yes. That's the fucking Amway convention of where they go to and how the fucking shit gets stupid. How they created all this turmoil and chaos and fucking bullshit. They're fucking assholes. Right? These guys are just assholes. A bunch of assholes. All right, let me play this for you. Here's my point. I'll play this right here. Play it a couple times.
Federal government want free speech and fairness on the federal government is trying an old trick to regulate the internet called net neutrality. Remember this? They say it's because they want free speech and fairness on the internet. Since when does the federal government want free speech and fairness on the internet? They don't want that, really. It's a power grab using an old trick. So quickly, net neutrality is the notion that the FCC can create laws that would prevent internet service providers or ISPs from prioritizing, slowing down, or blocking content online. This was an Obama era law, and it was struck down during the Trump administration. Now, why?
Yeah. Okay, that is, God, I forgot her name already. I hate when I do that. Anyway. I know the guy's name. Carl? Redacted. It's not a big deal. What's important for you to know is, yes, so they have the control. That clearly indicates they have the control. Now, I'll be happy to get my butt, my ass, all in on all that stuff As soon as I know the people have complete control, that's when I'll be more open, let's just say, in all this. Okay, let's just say that's when I'll be more open. So let's go back and I'll kind of show you the rest of our conversation here. And I love Cat Turd, everything, but this one's a little concerning to me, right? A little concerning to me. And I think you guys are kind of figuring out why. I love Cat Turd, but well, I'm trying to keep digital money, tangible money here, and to stop all that XLM and XRP from happening. I know I'm just one guy, but I'm doing what I can. I didn't say that right. What I'm trying to say is I just want it to be safer. I'd advise you start making your purchase. He screamed at me. Stop falling for the deception that your money is safe in the bank. Don't wait till you become a victim. Take full responsibility over your funds and assets. Convert all cash to digital backed up coins, excellent, and move into recommended QFS for safety. So this, I've heard this QFS thing before. I've heard about it. So my question is, so QFS is actually going to be like a dollar bill? Will they have denominations of QFS? Right? That's where I'm getting to. Okay. Who runs, and then I told him, I said, who runs and or completely controls the World Wide Web? The world is going digital. We're moving into the silver and gold backed currency, which is XRP, XM. All parts are Nasera and Jasera. I've heard of this before. What are you still waiting for? Get on it as soon as possible, okay? I'm like, the plug there. And then I answered, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that part. Okay. Then I answered, the plug. They have, that's what I meant to say. I don't know, my voice recognition fucked up. They have the plug. They can pull whenever they want or choose. So if they take CBDC total control, then XRP, QFS, or whatever is at their disposal, not ours. That's a no-brainer. If you're creating a different type of currency that's like a dollar that has quarters and dimes or whatever denominations metrically, I don't know, whatever, then I'm cool, right? Let's create our own currency, use our own money, and I'm cool with that. But if you're using the internet to do this, and this gets big and starts to take control of markets everywhere, then what do you think that these fuckers are, these globalist nut fuck pedo predator class motherfuckers are going to do? What do you think they're going to do? I'll predict it, because look, I'm not great at like relationships for some reason. I don't know why, but I can tell you this: I do know that politically, the way the world works, in at least our government, they're corrupted. And as Klaus Schwab has said, they've penetrated over 3,000 cabinets or whatever, world leaders, and they have complete control. How is that not concerning to you? That's my point. That is my point. I look, save the dollar, get rid of the Federal Reserve, go back to the gold standard completely, arrest these fuckers, take all their money, use their gold that they illegally purchased from blood. It's all blood money anyway. We know that. Freeze and take all their assets, and we shove it into a place or places across the planet where we can use that to back our paper, our coin. That's the way it should have been. That's the way it was. I forgot the name of the meeting. It was Bloomberg or Blumenfield back in the 1938, and then Nixon converted away to the petrodollar. It's just the Federal Reserve is just a corporation. They're not even a fucking government. None of it's anyway. All I'm saying, and I love Cat Turd, and the stuff this person puts out is awesome. you're kind of saying that it's gonna happen and we can't stop it. I'm trying to stop it. That's why I'm on my 8th YouTube channel. That's why I just had my Twitter taken down after 1,000 or so. Not a bazillion subscribers, but I've got like 4,000 something Facebook friends. But that one hasn't left yet because I created another channel, just, my more political and more truther type awake situation. Hey, Jordan. Yo, Mono. What's up, brother? Mono. All the big club, and we in it. Thank you very much, as usual. Yeah. Yeah, so all I'm saying is it's volatile to me. And throwing any money, in my opinion, in something I have absolutely no control over. It's just this administration has the control. That's the problem. You guys, come on. Let's just be totally clear about that. Okay? Great conversation. I don't know if that was Cat Turd. Obviously, he's pushing this stuff. The more people that invest, the more money he'll make. I get it, right? The more people that start to jump in, it raises, I'm sure he went in when, because a lot of people have access to this stuff a lot sooner than most people. I think XRP or XLM is like 49 cents right now or something like that, which is fine. I mean, I could buy a lot of fucking shares if I wanted to tomorrow, right? Or buy a lot of coins, But if it's not a tangible piece of money that isn't backed by something that has true and absolute value, right? It's kind of still iffy. Again, we don't have... Okay, I gotta grab this plug. That's it. Here's the plug. We don't have the plug. Okay? There it is. We don't have the plug. We don't have the plug. We don't have the plug. We don't... Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'm not admitting... Or, look, if you want to do that, that's up to you. I get it. But don't use the Great Reset to push people in that direction, bro. Or gal, or whatever. I don't think that's cool. Great Reset's coming. Go do some QFS, quantum financial system. Go, hurry. No, because we don't have total control over the World Wide Web. You just heard it from fucking Redacted. Almost said her name. God. Carl? I think it's Carl and Anyway. Yeah. I love Cat Turd. Cat Turd, thank you very much. But you know what? I'm not succumbing. I'm not quitting. No, I'm not a quitter. That's for damn sure. But if something's not working out, or something looks fishy to me, or something's just not adding up, I will leave. And this whole QFS thing to me just doesn't seem safe. I mean, think about it. Ultimately, these people have absolute control. My goal is to make sure they don't anymore. The people need to have the control. If we have control, would we need Bitcoin? If the markets were correct, if we had the gold standard back, right, and we actually invested like we used to do back before the, the 50s or 60s or something around there, I mean, would we need the digital, which is fine. Digital is kind of, it's based on the ledger system, I get it, Bitcoin and all that, but that can be erased. I mean, if somebody's writing it all down on a fucking notebook somewhere and it's being tucked away, shred thousands and bazillions pieces of fucking paper, recording the transactions and how the money moves and all, that's how the digital money moves, that's fine. But we need, if the internet goes down, you always have to think this way. Yeah, you need to think basics. Fundamental basics, always. Because when it comes down to it and the shit hits the fan, you're going to wish you were an electrician, had some plumbing skills, carpentry skills, knew how to drive a stick shift. Okay? Freaking millennials. And just basic necessities, right? Because if we don't have control of the internet, okay, I think I made my point. That's pretty much it for tonight's show or tonight's content. I do think that he means well, but I'm not succumbing to when it happens or it's going to happen. Like, does he know something I don't know? Because if he does, let us know. If he knows that's for sure, I mean, where did he get his information? Or he, she, whatever, turd. Where did Catcher get their information? Do you know for sure the Great Reset is going to happen 100%? And if it does, do you have control over your money in the digital world that they will fucking own? They will own it. They'll own all of it. Unless quantum financial system is an actual coin, an actual tangible dollar, right, that people can use and trade. But how are you going to keep track of that? Well, you're going to need ledgers, tangible written ledgers at some point, like they used to do back in the days when they didn't have computers. Keep it simple, right? The KISS method, I'll leave it with that. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Or my grandmother used to say, keep it simple, silly. Anyway, all right, aloha. Thank you guys for being on. I think that's very important. Yeah, I'm not jumping in on anything, but I am going to keep fighting. And I'm not doing it. Hey, Cheryl, I'm not going to do it out of fear. I'm not going to jump into this stuff out of fear. Back, you know what, Snork? Hopefully you're going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to go on early, probably about 8:30. I'm going to because I'm trying to get Carrie on. She was on before, but she just can't do the late hours. I'm going to try to do 8. And if I can do 8, come on, let's talk about this stuff, get a little more in depth with it. And we might take a while to talk about it. I would appreciate you guys stopping by, but I think I'm not going to admit defeat yet. Right? They'll have to pry my 3 away from my cold dead hands before they fucking fuck with me, motherfuckers. Anyway. All right, aloha. Take care.